In a historic shift in defense strategy, the European Union has launched the Rearmament plan, a sweeping €800 billion initiative aimed at fortifying the continent's military capabilities. This unprecedented investment comes amid rising geopolitical tensions, an uncertain transatlantic alliance, and a renewed sense of urgency following the United States' withdrawal of military aid to Ukraine under President Donald Trump. The implications of this plan extend far beyond defense, reshaping Europe's economic landscape and propelling defense stocks to record highs. As nations scramble to secure their security, investors have placed their bets on the continent's military-industrial complex, sending the value of European defense companies soaring. However, the plan is not without controversy, as critics argue over its feasibility and long-term impact on the European Union's financial stability. For decades, Europe has relied heavily on the United States and NATO for its security, with Washington footing a significant portion of the defense bill. However, that era appears to be ending. Trump's reluctance to support Ukraine and his insistence that European nations should shoulder more of their defense responsibilities have forced the European Union into action. On March 4, 2025, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen introduced the Rearmament plan, a bold initiative designed to strengthen the continent's military capabilities through unprecedented cooperation and investment. The plan calls for €650 billion in increased defense spending across European Union member states over the next 4 years, coupled with an additional €150 billion in loans to fund military production. To facilitate this historic rearmament, the European Union will temporarily relax its strict fiscal rules, allowing governments greater financial flexibility to prioritize defense. Additionally, the plan seeks to mobilize private sector investments, fostering innovation and accelerating Europe's ability to produce its own advanced military technologies. Von der Leyen emphasized the urgency of the situation, warning that Europe faces a clear and present danger that demands immediate action. With the United States stepping back from its role as Europe's security guarantor, European Union leaders are increasingly united in their belief that the continent must take control of its own defense. The initiative marks a fundamental shift in Europe's security strategy, aiming to build a self-reliant, modernized military force that can respond to global threats without depending on external powers. The financial markets wasted no time in reacting to Europe's newfound commitment to defense. Investors flocked to defense stocks, driving the market values of some of the continent's biggest arms manufacturers to record levels. Europe's major defense companies have seen significant stock gains amid the continent's rearmament push. Germany's Rheinmetall, the maker of Leopard tanks, has surged nearly 90% since the start of the year, driven by increased demand for military hardware. BAE Systems in the UK has risen over 33%, fueled by Britain's commitment to raising defense spending to 2.5% of GDP by 2027. Meanwhile, France's Thales Group, benefiting from Europe's growing military budgets, reported an 8.3% revenue increase in 2024, solidifying its position as a key player in the defense sector. As European arms manufacturers thrive, their American counterparts have taken a hit. With the U.S. scaling back its international defense commitments, some American defense companies have seen their share prices drop as demand shifts toward European suppliers. Beyond military preparedness, the Rearmament plan could have far-reaching effects on the economy. With Europe's traditional manufacturing sectors, such as automobiles, facing headwinds, some analysts believe that a pivot to defense production could revitalize struggling industries. In Germany, where car manufacturers are grappling with declining sales and increased competition from Chinese automakers, companies like Rheinmetall hire workers from the auto sector to meet the rising demand for ammunition and military vehicles. Moreover, the expansion of the European defense industry is expected to create thousands of high-paying jobs, offering a potential economic boost to nations investing in military production. However, some economists warn that such a heavy emphasis on defense spending could divert resources from other critical areas, such as healthcare, education, and infrastructure. Despite overwhelming support from European Union member states, the Rearmament plan has not been without opposition. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán has emerged as one of the most vocal critics of the initiative, warning that the European Union could bankrupt itself by continuing to fund Ukraine's defense against Russia. According to him, if the Europeans want to carry on like this, then their last penny will be spent on the war and refuse to sign the final European Union Declaration on Defense Cooperation. However, European leaders have dismissed Hungary's dissent as an outlier, with European Council President Antonio Costa reaffirming that 26 out of 27 nations remain united in their commitment to security.
Hungary is a different strategic approach on Ukraine. But that means that Hungary is isolated among the 27. And we respect Hungary's position, but it's one out of 27, and 26 are more than one.
While the Rearmament plan has set ambitious targets, some military analysts argue that Europe's defense industry is not equipped for a rapid-scale buildup. Indeed, some European nations still lack sufficient production capabilities for critical military equipment, and supply chain constraints could slow the process. Furthermore, there are concerns about whether the European Union can sustain such high levels of defense spending without jeopardizing its economic stability. The $860 billion Rearmament plan represents a seismic shift in European defense policy, signaling the continent's determination to stand on its own in an increasingly uncertain world. While challenges remain, from logistical hurdles to political opposition, the momentum behind this initiative suggests that Europe is entering a new era of military self-sufficiency. For defense companies and investors, the plan has already delivered massive financial gains, with European arms manufacturers emerging as some of the biggest winners in the stock market. But for policymakers, the true test will be whether Europe can translate this investment into a strong, unified, and self-reliant defense force. Your perspective matters. What do you make of European Union's $860 billion Rearmament plan? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments section below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the Current Affairs channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our informative future videos. Stay informed, stay engaged, and thank you for watching.